Hello, chat. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Happy Scrim School Day. We have two amazing guests tonight. We're looking at Sep and Dahlia. I am beyond excited about this, actually. For those of you that are new here or have not attended a Scrim School before, what the plan is first off, I am your host, Bobby Sox. I'm not the best PvP player. I'm here to learn, just like everybody else. And hopefully these guests can teach it to us. Beyond that, the first hour or so is meeting the guests, talking, getting to know them, asking all of the questions that you want to ask to these players. This is your chance to ask. And then the hour-ish after is practical scrims. If you guys want to jump in and learn, you are welcome to do so. We will open up the fire team, we will teach, we will split the guests apart so that they can teach you guys their little tips and tricks. Let us undeafen and ask them some questions. Hello.
I don't have to. Hello.
What's up?
All right, we are live.
Heck
You are on the ScrimCast. Welcome in. Let's start it off proper. Let's do some intros.
All right. Well, my name is Separer. You can call me Sep, and I am known for being the guy that does all different forms of PvP with the community. I like to play trials with people. I like to play comp. I've been doing Iron Banner. We hold scrims every week. It's just all different kinds of fun that we like to have.
Dig it. I dig it. What do you do outside of gaming? Like, obviously you have some fun outside, right?
Yes. So my main focus outside of gaming is my two dogs, Cassiopeia and Tucker. We got one of them is 1.5 years, and the other one is just under a year. So they are currently most of my free time outside of work and gaming.
Gotcha,
They are one hell of a hassle. Definitely
dogs
my
are
hobby
fun, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Dahlia, what you got? Who are you? What do you
Alright.
do? What do you enjoy?
So my name is BlackDahlia. I'm a fucking nerd, first off. Second off, I just recently started getting into PvP. Moved to PC and just kind of like had that ability to go further than you can on console. So I've kind of been focusing on that more than I have with PvE, because PvE kind of makes me sick a little bit, you know? But yeah, I am just always trying to get better. So I'm trying to play with people who are, you know, leagues ahead of me in the PvP space. That's just like the best way that I found to kind of like get good, you know?
Sure. I mean, that's kind of what I do here is my mantra is I am the best at being average. So I am here learning with chat. That's why I have these amazing guests on here. That's why I have these absolute goats, these legends that do the shit for fun, for a living, pub stomp as a joy.
Too kind.
Heck
That's
yeah.
that's really awesome though, that you get the
Yeah.
community involved in a similar boat that they can relate to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it wouldn't be as fun if you know, all three of us came in and we were just top 10 players and just ran through it. The whole point of this and the meaning behind the school is to get newer Guardians into a safer space to be able to scrim and learn.
Yeah, for sure.
That way they're not, you know, trying to jump into Face It and matching against Sergio and Boy and those guys.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely wonderful doing nothing but playing against the best of the best in Face It.
Yeah.
I always say one of the best ways to get better is to play with people better than you, but that doesn't mean that you're going to learn anything when you get 50 to 0'd. So that you got to find like these increments of leveling.
Yep, there's a healthy balance between them. Like we've had Red on here, we've had Boy, we've had Kami. All those guys are just absolutely insane. I just hopped in their backpack and sat down.
Animals, yeah.
Yeah, they're nuts. The way that they play and their movements and stuff, they're just chatting. We're having fun. Chat's asking them questions as we go, and they're just pub stomping. It's insane. All right, let's dive into the questions. So, what got y'all into Destiny? What brought you to this? Did you get brought in by a friend? Did you just see it online? Like, what got you here?
So when Destiny came out, like we're talking, the alpha was on PlayStation, I'm on Xbox, and I'm staring at it, right? It's the new Bungie game. I'm a Halo fanatic. So I'm staring at it. I'm like, listen, 343 isn't doing exactly what I wanted with Halo 4. I want to jump ship. I want to go back to Bungie. I want to play this game. And I got to play the beta, and before all the overpowered stuff, like, you know, metas and different classes and like things like that, it was just raw gameplay, and this game felt like home. It just felt great. So I was hooked from the start. I've been playing ever since then. I was dedicated to Xbox for the longest time, and went ahead and switched over to PC on Shadowkeep when cross save came out. I was finally able to make that leap, that commitment. But man, it's just, it feels like no other game. That's the biggest thing that has that draw for Destiny for me.
I 100% agree. Dahlia, what you got?
Oh my god. Okay, so my funny story with this. I used to be the individual that talked crap about Destiny before actually playing it, because I was like, wow, look at this game trying to be like Destiny and Call of Duty combined. Like, what? Like Halo, and it just didn't make sense to me. I didn't understand how they could bring Halo and Call of Duty together. But I bought an Xbox from a friend. I want to say it was maybe like a year and a half ago, because I wanted to get back into it, because I finally had, like, you know, some extra time to game. So I got back into it, and just like the addiction set in immediately. I started on Xbox and started playing through that, and just like, I mean, when I tell you I would set an alarm to wake up at 7 o'clock every morning to grind for 12 hours, I'm not even kidding you. So I did that. I switched to PlayStation for a little bit, and now I'm on PC. And honestly, Destiny plays so much better on PC. It's insane. It is absolutely
It's a
insane.
different game.
Oh,
Yes, 100%.
To come back to you talking about waking up at 7 a.m., I remember the very second season of Destiny, Crota's End, there was this stupid bug to level up, and you had to wake up at reset and do the nightfall as it's resetting. I did that every week. I was in college. I remember upsetting my roommates, like, I have to get the strike done. I need the double loot, guys. Oh, it's just, it's the memories like that I just cannot leave this game.
Way back.
Yes.
No, it's not like that for me anymore. I just, knowing that's how it was, I can't leave.
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere.
This is definitely the home.
I dig that. So, little back on me. I started on PlayStation with the First Look Alpha, because I was also a Halo, just addicted to Halo. But I picked it up on PlayStation and ran the First Look Alpha. I actually still have it on my PlayStation. One day when Destiny was down, I looked at it and I was just like, the feels that came back to it. So I actually just switched to PC 3 months ago now.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah. So, and I 100% agree. It is, I tell everybody in chat, it's a brand new game when you go to PC. When you get higher FOV, you get higher frame rates. Like, it was wild. I got nauseous when I first switched. I don't know about you.
I had to buy gamer glasses within, like, literally after the first day. I was like, my fucking eyeballs.
Yeah.
And I went and grabbed them.
It was jarring for sure.
And then everyone asked me if I'm
playing
going
at
back.
144 hertz, nonetheless, like, you go from 30 to like almost quintuple, and it's like, oh my god, what is happening on my screen?
I definitely had the spins. Everyone was like, you should jump straight into trials. I was like, nah, dog.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm lucky to be able to
doing
see
the right
straight.
thing.
Like, I'm chill on that. That's awesome, actually. So, y'all both played D1 from what it sounds like. Yeah, yeah?
Yes.
I played D1 after, like, so it was
Okay.
like well into D2 is when I started
Right.
playing D1.
Oh, yeah.
But there was a lot of people coming back from D2 saying that D2 was trash. They would come back to D1, and I was like, well, shoot, I'm not going to go play a game if nobody likes it.
Yeah, exactly. So, Sep, on D1, were you always a PvP main? Did you play more PvE stuff?
I've always played both, but
Okay.
I've always had this thing for trials. I don't know what it is. It's this itch I can't get rid of. It's the game mode that I want to keep playing. It's always been a fun thing for me.
They call that masochism, and I know. 'cause I
Yeah.
deal with it too.
Oh, I know. Playing the last 3 weeks of last season, where every other game was some guy from the moon absolutely spinning on a swivel, hitting every headshot, and I'm still playing 8 hours a day. I'm like, yeah, this is my life now.
Yep, exactly. Here I am. This is what we're doing. Dahlia, are you a trials player, or are you more just here and there?
It depends. It
She's
depends.
going
I
to
do play.
Going to
Listen,
be.
shut up.
Let's go.
No, I do play. I play basically. I mean, I try and do as much quote unquote help as I can, and by help, just giving somebody that extra kind of person in there that isn't gonna die every single time.
Right.
I mean, I kind of do, but you know, whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's just, to me, towards the end of last season with Trials, it was just full of, you know, service streamers, people doing it for that. Like, it just, I don't know. To me, it wasn't fun anymore. So you'll find me in like Elim and Comp and stuff like that.
Okay. I dig that. Are you gonna be jumping back in now that the dev weapons are here?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. I'll definitely be playing for sure.
Hell yeah.
If you know it ever comes back.
Right. It's slated for next week. So, the 18th, I believe, is kind of what they were going for with it.
Yes, it is the 18th.
Yep. And who's counting? Imagine counting. Trouse.
4 days, 12 hours, 5 minutes, and 39 seconds. No.
Yeah, the little neck itch. Trouse. Oh, the OnlyFans questions are flying out now. For Sep, of course. Just Sep.
Oh my god.
There's a running joke in the Scrim school. The Pathetic asks every single guest if they have an OnlyFans. Everyone usually laughs
Juicy
it
Boss
off.
runs it. You can ask him for the link.
Yeah, I mean, I have an OnlyFans command, and it's there, so everybody like does it as the running joke. And one day we had Nighthawk on.
He has one.
He has one.
He
posted
one.
it.
Yes.
Because at the end of stream, I ask you guys to post all of your socials, and I list OnlyFans as one of them. And all of a sudden, I see OnlyFans pop across the screen, and I was like, "We're opening this on stream right now, just so that everyone's aware."
Oh my god!
Like, oh yeah, no, we
Nighthawk
100% opened it on
fully
stream.
Functioning OnlyFans for a naked mole rat.
Yep, that is the only
the
picture on
fuck?
his entire OnlyFans is a naked mole rat.
I can't remember his name. Is it Salvador?
I don't remember. It popped up, and I was like, "Yes."
He linked it in chat, and I'm like, hilarious. And I clicked on it. I'm like, oh my fuck.
Yeah. So he actually has a command in my stream now, for OnlyFans, and my music just died. Hello.
Well, both my monitors just died, so
That was weird. All right, we're
How
good.
do
I
both
fixed
of
it.
your monitors
I have 3 monitors, and 2 of them now have no signal from DP or HDMI. So I have no fucking idea.
Have you tried unplugging and plugging back in?
Hey, I'm in tech, and I promise you that works.
You might lose me for a
50% of the time.
second. Just give me 1 sec.
Yeah. So that works 50%
Now's the
of the
time
time.
to talk
I'm
shit
in
about
tech. Yeah, exactly. Facts.
You shut the fuck up.
What the fuck?
All right, so I unplug my HDMI, and my DP comes up for my middle. What the?
Yeah, Rui, I saw it. I'll respond after. All right, let's
Okay, something is not right.
your stuff say kaput. Right. What's a
unplugged-
podcast if we don't have some tech issues, right?
Dude, I swear to
Truly.
God, it's not even you. It's me.
Whoa, I heard that once, and then I never talked to her again.
The fuck? Okay, wait. This doesn't make any sense to me. I'm so fucking confused. All right, well, I'll figure it out. Sorry.
Retrace your steps.
Retrace your steps. Turn it off. Turn it back on again.
Wait,
All
unplug my
right,
HDMI.
let's dive back into the questions a little bit. So what's your mains? What do you main as characters? Like, what's your favorite
Is it
subclass?
jumpy fuck?
So I'm known as the community's favorite jumpy fuck.
Okay.
I main Hunter, and I used to main Spectral Blades, and right now I'm having a lot of fun on Revenant. It's only fun because Shadow Dive is broken. It's definitely too powerful, but my argument to the reason why it is broken is when they nerf it, it will be the worst Hunter subclass. It's not got a lot of utility going for it right now. The Shurikens are okay. They're not bad. The dodge slow is really small, and the super is horrific. I would trade it for any other super. So it's mainly how long it takes to cast and how slow it is to get out of there.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, it is fun. It's entertaining. It has the value for it. So yeah, overall, I would consider myself a Hunter main and a Spec main, but I've been playing Revenant recently.
Okay, I dig that. Revenant's a ton of fun. Dahlia, if you're still here and your system hasn't gone reduced to atoms, what you got?
I'm here, right? You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? I can't
so
hear.
yeah,
Sorry,
I mean,
can you hear?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Hello?
Hello? Shut up. So I main Hunter. I just again, I will continue what he said. I'm a jumpy fuck, and it's just more fun to me than fairy floating or being this bulky thing running around. I do have a Warlock and a Titan, but I played on them both for about 5 minutes total and then gave up. Hunter, I don't know. I just like the movement and how quick it is. I prefer that over trying any other class.
I dig that actually. So I feel it. I do. I like to ask everybody else first before I'm like, this is what I am. I have definitely clocked 2,000 hours on my Hunter and like 400 on my Warlock.
Yeah, we crutch here. Let's go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to jump back onto Warlock, even though I haven't played him in, God, like 2 Scrim Skulls, I guess, maybe 3.
I'll tell you what, Chaos Reach is really fun right now.
Yeah, so Chaos Reach is a ton of fun, but you talked about the Revenant Super taking too long. Chaos Reach, in my opinion, is the worst for like a charge up super.
It's pretty obnoxious to see what you're hitting too.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, you should have seen it on console. Console, it just takes up your entire.
Oh no, it's
screen,
worthless.
blue bar.
Yeah, on console, Chaos Reach is not a super. Yeah,
it's like
it doesn't do anything.
It's like I'm gonna hit something. Oh, that's a sun. My bad.
Yeah, FOV is very crucial for Chaos Reach.
Agreed. All right, well that makes it easy. Let me guess, because our next question, we're gonna dive into loadouts. Let's talk scrims. What's your go-to for loadouts and scrims? Obviously, as a jumpy hunter, I think I have an idea of what you're gonna say.
Yeah. So I get the stompies because I scream at anyone that takes them. And then what I mainly use is Old Fashioned and Fellwinters right now.
Okay.
I will snipe if nobody else wants to. It's not my go-to, mainly because people seem to really enjoy sniping in this game. So a lot of people are better than me. I just let them have that. But yeah, I try to take the momentum and make sure that I'm in the enemy's face as much as possible. So the fact that Old Fashioned has quick draw and snapshot makes it very, very good to pair with the Fellwinters, because the Fellwinters already has low handling, so you can kind of like combine everything together and make it a really, really quick loadout.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised you went with Old Fashioned though. For some reason it feels
worse than Dire, but
yeah,
it's faster.
It feels a little choppy.
It's much faster than Dire. The only way that Dire can compete is I have a roll with Elemental Capacitor that I love very dearly, but then you would have to play Arcstrider specifically. And Arcstrider right now isn't really the move, so
I feel that. Dahlia, what you got? What do you run?
I'm sure you could already guess the typical Stompy, Dire, Fellwinter combination. Kind of like the route I go. I really like the rolls on my Dire. People kind of give me shit for it sometimes, but it's opening shot and swash.
Okay.
I like it. I think it's very comfortable to use to me. I mean, like I could use other guns if I want to, but if I'm gonna be doing scrims and I need to be, on top of my game, that's usually the route that I go with it. And like I can't snipe to save my life. It just doesn't really work for me. But I mean, I have given it a try. It's not. I mean, I'm not terrible at it, but I just feel a lot more confident running with a shotgun and hand cannon. And another thing too is like I'm very, like Sep said, in your face. Like if you're sniping me, I'm pushing your lane and I'm coming at you. I'm gonna make you nervous. I'm gonna make you miss your shot. Hopefully. It's a fun way. It's a fun way to play. I don't like being the person hiding in the back of the map, just trying to stay alive, save that KD. That's not me. It's not entertaining and it's not fun.
You full send. Full send.
W key warriors.
The entire time.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, literally, it's bad.
So that makes me actually very happy because I am a sniper main, and I'm one of those controller sniper toxic kids. One of those guys. So that makes me really happy that we're actually doing this. So actually, I saw a question from Pathetic, who is also Worlds. He says, "Do you play Face It?"
I don't play Face It, and the sole reason that I don't is I don't have a ton of free time to play Destiny. When I do, it's generally PvE, so a lot of the game time that you see me having on Destiny is on stream. And as far as Face It and a competitive environment goes, I like to know kind of who I'm playing with, and Face It has a lot of people that I haven't met yet. So it's just it's not something that I would necessarily stream. It is something I'm very interested in, but I haven't had the time yet.
Okay, you should definitely jump in for the pain.
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah,
pain.
I know a lot of
It's
the
all pain.
admins and some of the players over there. It definitely seems like a really good way to improve, and I highly recommend people using it. It's just a time thing when it comes down to it.
Yeah, I feel that. Dahlia, what about you? Have you hopped into Le Face It?
I haven't. There's certain types of like game modes like that I sometimes try and stay away from. I don't know, because sometimes, I mean, not necessarily with Face It, but certain ones like that can get slightly toxic. And I'm just in this game for fun. You know, I try not to take anything too seriously. So like the fact that people tend to take it like, you know, more seriously than they should kind of keeps me away from those kind of things.
Oh yeah, Face It is a lot like the flawless game in Trials, but you don't know your team when you get higher up in those levels.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, winning is very important.
Yeah, you got to keep that crispy elo.
That level 10, everyone's striving
Elo for elo.
Everyone's going for that elo.
It's for leg.
It's fun, but it's definitely an experience. You know, I haven't touched it in a couple seasons just because I didn't like the meta rules, which is actually what we're going to dive into next. Because Seb, I do believe you host some sort of a Scrim. So you want to talk about it?
Yeah, so Talent Show is the clan that I'm the co-owner of, and Papaya and Leclerc host weekly scrims for Talent Show, and we have rules that we adapt as much as possible. They're basically a carbon copy of what Face It uses. Sometimes we alter, but very rarely, because their admins help us run them sometimes. We host them every Wednesday night around this time. They start at like 4 p.m. PST. And yeah, what we do is we take the knowledge that we have of all the players coming in and what they're telling us, and we try to match up teams based on skill levels. So Red is one of our special guests. He shows up weekly and tries to be there as much as possible, and we're very thankful to have him. So we'll put a couple of newer players on his team, and then we'll have another team where it's all average players, and we kind of try to even them out as much as possible.
That's awesome.
Obviously, if you're new and your first experience, you're destroying or you're losing by a lot. You know, first week experiences are kind of tough to gauge people, but yeah, they're really fun.
So you end up building almost like a tourney bracket style for balance. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, I've watched a lot of the T-show scrims. I haven't had a chance because when you guys start, I'm at work.
Yeah.
And then we have this. But one of these days, I might actually have to take a scrim school off so I can jump in, because it seems like a ton of fun. I've had quite a few people on here that they're like, "Oh, I just got done with T-show scrims. Here I am now."
I did it for my first time like 2 weeks ago. It's
That's
definitely a lot of
right.
fun.
I was watching that. That was pretty
Definitely
good.
a lot of fun.
We are really, really heavy on the positivity and like don't be a dick, and because like where everyone's there to improve, and there are some people that are not only new to scrims but like damn near new to PvP. So like they need an environment where they're going to be able to play and not feel harassed or anything. So we're really heavy on it. We don't care who you are at the end of the day if you're going to be an ass.
I love that. That's awesome, actually. That is what the goal is here as well. Is a positive environment for people to learn. So we're speaking the same mind. I dig the shit out of what you do over there. I just wanted to tell you that straight up. You guys have been absolutely killing it. I've been following it for a while. Let's talk stasis and scrims. How do you feel about it? Actually, because I just saw the 120 on your screen, let's do stasis and 120s, because I mean we have the basic rules as the scrim rules here, with the exception that, well, let's hear your guys' first, and then we'll
So my opinion on stasis and scrims is actually different than what we have at Talent Show. My opinion is that stasis is fine with no aspects, no fragments. It makes it a very average class. It might not be your first go pick. It might be one that you decide to use. I think that dust fields are okay. I think that glaciers are okay. I think that cold snaps are a little bit much, so those would be banned in my opinion. But what Face It and Talent Show has decided is no dusk fields, but glaciers are okay. So just the glacier nade, and then all aspects are okay, but no fragments.
Okay.
But you can only have one stasis subclass per team.
Right.
So it's a little more adaptive than I want. I absolutely loathe Titans with aspects, but I can move on. I think that's pretty fine. 120s. I think 120s are really, really balanced the way they are, because in scrims you can't have charge with light builds. So the only way you're going to get away with it is Rampage, and you're really generally not getting the advantages of Rampage in a scrim level environment. If you are, then the teams kind of are going the way they are anyways. And there's no scrim maps where 120s are that dominant over 140s. So I think it's a pretty fair balance. You're going to catch some people at range with the 120, but the 140s are still going to be really competitive up in your face.
Pain. First off, pain. Because we had Kami on here 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, and Kami was running Behemoth Titan with Sturm.
Yeah. Yeah.
He got, I think, 2 we rans.
Yeah.
In a single game, on Jav. So it was not
a different breed.
Yeah, it was not a fun experience. He was flying around for sure. It was wild to see. So I agree with most of the stuff. I think that one stasis class is absolutely beatable in a scrim setting. However, I think that in a higher tiered scrim setting, 120s are pain. Absolute pain.
I get that for sure,
because
there's not a lot of punishment going around, and they're pretty easy to use.
Not only that, but they're very good at team shotting. So in like at the higher level scrims, higher level faces, stuff like that, the team shots are always on point, and they're always heads, and it makes it really difficult to peek lanes, I guess. But that's neither here nor there. We still allow 120 in our scrims here. We allow the Shatter Dive and the Titan Slide. Just because it's in the game, we might as well have fun with it. You know? And but we obviously don't take it super serious here as much as the Face It Court or anything like that does. How do you feel about them adding 600s back
in? The only reason that I'm okay with that is I think 600s would be a lot more obnoxious than you think. I think the nerf was reasonable, but the only reason that you're not getting annoyed by 600s is how oppressive pulse rifles are.
Sure.
So I think 600s being added in is fine because pulse rifles are in. So it really isn't going to make a difference. If someone wants to use an assault rifle, go for it.
Interesting.
Or
okay.
auto rifle.
Dahlia, how do you feel about 600s? You still think they're OP?
I think that now they've made it, you know, it's the meta right now is decently balanced with everything. Like, I'm completely fucking happy with it. Whereas before it was like, you know, mountaintop grenade launcher, 600s, like that type of just ran Crucible. So the fact that there's now things that you can use to combat that back, and people can't just, you know, sit in the back of the map and spray and pray, it makes the games go a lot faster too. Sort of. Yeah, depending on who you're playing against. But yeah, I definitely think it was a good move to bring that back in, to kind of give people that option, even though it's not gonna guarantee you a win in a game. I think it's a good thing to kind of have that diversity back in there.
I'm still terrified of running into Cal with Suros. Just saying.
Oh, Suros is disgusting.
Suros isn't banned.
Gross.
That's It's one of those ones that's not banned on there. I think if I did it, it would be 600s are fine except Suros.
Yeah.
Because the spray and
I
pray
can
down
see
the lane is pain.
Yeah, I mean that's just
If
like
I had it my way, I wouldn't even have any exotics and scrims. But you know, people don't like that.
But you
I mean,
I just feel like it's a very like no risk, high reward type of gun where like you do not have to have any kind of skill. You literally just point and click and it just destroys.
you just go burr.
Yeah, no, literally.
Yeah, that's facts. That's absolutely facts. I 100% agree with that. That was an interesting one that I saw pop up. Well, shit. What let's see. So we're gonna move off of the scrim stuff. See, this question's hard because Dahlia didn't play. Oh, you did play D1 actually.
Just no PvP in D1.
No PvP.
No. I
Okay.
only started PvP probably about maybe a year ago ish.
Okay. Okay.
I'm still very, very new.
Gotcha. You played like a boss for a year. Are you kidding me?
I've only been on MNK for like 3 months too.
Oh,
It's
nice
just
flex.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Nice ego. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, that's what we're here for. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, let's. I mean, this question will apply. We'll just make it a little bit wider out. If you could bring anything back from D1, PvE or PvP activity, don't say raid, PvE or PvP activity, what would it be?
Honestly, I'm gonna be
Ice
honest with
Luna.
you. I don't really remember D1 that much.
Iceland
Okay.
is the best gun in the game.
Ice Luna?
And
We have
with
it.
how good
It's Australia.
with how good Hawkmoon feels, with if you just gave me Ice Luna and that way I could use Icarus, I'd be so over the moon. And I think they confirmed that it's coming back. But like, yeah. That.
I mean, that's weapons. That was the next question, so we jumped a little bit ahead on that one.
Oh,
But,
my bad.
Overachiever.
Yeah, Sep's on it. He's like, this is my answer for weapons. I'm already ready. Let's go.
Oh.
Yeah, I said activity.
What is what is Rift? Rift was really enjoyable. It was silly, it was goofy, and like playing it with friends was just something that was really fun.
It was so much fun. Rift is my answer too every time. But Dahlia,
Yeah.
as a PvE main, what Nightfall would you like to see back? What strike stands out in your mind still?
You're gonna hate me. Honestly, none of them. I don't like nothing really kind of like stuck out. I'm a fucking weirdo, okay? No, I mean like whenever I was playing, it was just shut up. It was just kind of like I don't know. I didn't really take it too seriously because I knew if I started taking something too seriously, that I just wouldn't enjoy it anymore. So I kind of like tried to take like a back step on it all and just kind of like play and just not care. And then once I started streaming is when I was like, all right, I need to like pay attention because people will come in and ask you a question. And I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. I respect that. I mean,
Just gaming the game for sure.
just gaming a game.
No,
cash
seriously.
Cash and run.
Because I don't want to burn myself out on it. Like, I have done many times before, which is why I got rid of, well, actually, I didn't get rid of my Xbox before. It got the Red Ring of Death.
The red ring. Always fun.
Yeah.
Always fun. Oh my god.
But
I'm
I don't know. I
dying
mean, I guess have different opinions on people as far as like what I want to come back from D1. I feel like what is in D1 should stay in D1, and if I'm paying for new content, I should get new content and not reuse stuff from D1 that I could literally just put D1 in and play it again. I want something new. Like, yeah, Rift is cool, but what if you gave me something new?
Right.
You know? I don't know. I guess unpopular opinion.
I respect that. I mean, I see it. I see the way you're seeing it. The way I see it though too is there are people who have never played D1. So
Yeah.
some of the things that come back as recycled content, right? We'll address that real quick. Is to us it's recycled that have played it for god awful hours and dove into god awful stuff. But to those that just came in at D2 and bringing it to the PC standards, I think that it'll be all new content. I really do. I'm kind of excited to see what they pull out of the vault, honestly.
That'd be
Yeah, for
interesting.
sure.
Especially because there are a lot of new people who never did play D1
Exactly.
Mhm.
that are jumping into D2 that don't really know any kind of like background storyline or like what's going on. They're just kind of
Mhm.
like playing from what they see. So it'll be cool to give them like that opportunity to kind of go back and play things that were there, but now will be different, kind of thing. I don't know.
No, I dig it. I really do. As nasty as it sounds, I was a PvE main back in the day.
I think I just threw up a little bit, but it's okay.
Yeah, I was a dad gamer back in the day, playing at 3 o'clock in the morning, doing King's Fall help. That was my go-to. So I'm kind of excited to see what they bring back from the PvE and PvP standpoints. Hold on, I was responding to something.
You're good.
And by responding, I am telling chat to ask questions. Rui says, Sep, how are you?
I will not be answering any questions tonight asked by Rui.
Got it. Fair enough. I get it, because I know Rui. I get it.
No ask list.
Yep. Big respect. Hawkmoon, thoughts? I love that, actually. How do you feel about Hawkmoon?
Hawkmoon is Hawkmoon is like really, really, really crisp, and it feels good, and it looks fun. But my playstyle, being a hunter, I don't know, it doesn't match it personally. But if you are curious about like my opinions on the way that the perk works, it's definitely meant as a niche, cool clip gun. It's not the perk doesn't make it competitive, and I think
Sure.
that's the issue.
I do believe that Nerv is in chat lurking. He said he wants to test it against you guys. So
Nervous?
I have not come against it yet, actually, because I have not played since then.
yeah, Nerv hit me up on Discord earlier, and he's like, I kind of want to jump in for scrims. I want to test out Hawkmoon.
Perfect. I got it last night, and I haven't gotten to use it yet. So
I haven't even gotten it yet. I was.
It's just the non Icarus that throws me off.
Right. I feel that. God, could you imagine if the Catalyst gave it Icarus? That might actually make it insane.
I would use it 100%.
That would make it absolutely insane. Palindrome is coming back next season. We could talk dev notes. Did you guys read the dev notes from yesterday morning? How you
I
feeling?
can't read.
Joke's on you, I can't read.
No, the palindrome I'm insanely excited for. That was
So
definitely like a really, really niche hand cannon, and with how it's going to be a 120. Is that
I
what
think
it is?
there was a 140 before. They didn't specify what it was going to be. I don't think.
Yeah, the rate of fire on it looked relatively low. People were speculating both ways. So if it's going to be a 120, then it's going to be really interesting to see it like turn into like a slower kind of gun. But if it's a 140, I mean, it just feels good. Mm-hmm. It's going to be similar to what the Rose was, I think. So it's going to have that nice replacement.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm really excited for Palindrome for sure.
Dahlia, what you got? How do you feel about the dev notes? Oh yeah, you don't read. Just kidding. Moving on.
No, I didn't read it. I have learned to stay away from stuff like that because I just get mad.
Okay.
Because there's like always something in there that I'm like, all right, why?
The unnecessary change that they make, and then it's like,
yeah, like just
this.
like when Beyond Light came out
nerf
and they
$100,
paid
please.
somebody to add
Right.
2 extra lives in comp, like anybody asked for it. Like you paid somebody to do that.
Lord.
You literally paid somebody to do that for what? Hello?
We have a running joke in my chat that that the Bungie playtesters ran in a comp match, and they were like,
Well,
"There's not enough
they're
lives."
PvE lords.
There
Well, they're
needs
like,
to be
"There's
more
not enough lives.
I
There
died
needs to be
too
more
quick."
lives." Yeah, they're like, There's way too many minutes to win it. We need
I mean, it doesn't
more
even
lives."
make people like. I would prefer something that makes people push, where they're not, staying in the back of the map the whole time. That would be dope.
Yeah,
I do
absolutely.
love that adept weapons are coming to Grandmasters, though. I think that's really, really cool. Because that was the biggest concern is, Charles gets these amazing adept weapons, pinnacle PvP extra, like, bonus thing. But, like, what about PvE players? So the fact that they came up with it, and Grandmasters are arguably the hardest content, I think that's really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, the only way you can get an adept palindrome is Grandmasters, so...
Yup, we'll be playing it.
I'm going to be having some very heavy backpacks.
Oh, yes.
And by heavy backpacks, I mean I'm getting snuggly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I'll bring the blanket. I'll join you. We'll find some
Let's go.
we'll find some PvE warlord.
There's a couple. There's a couple floating in my chat right now that are just nutty, and yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna be
Well then,
backpack
hello,
hard.
new best friends.
Yeah, Nova's probably
Oh,
he's
I
gonna get
love
so
Nova.
tired.
He's one of the most entertaining up and coming streamers for sure.
Oh,
Nova's great.
100%. He's don't tell him, but he's one of my favorites.
Oh, I won't. I'll tell him that you hate him for sure.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, we'll keep the facade up. We got you.
I mean, I tell him that all the time, so here we are.
I'm good at making people think that I hate them. It's just like a specialty.
It's that. Let's go, Hero. Actually, well, Dahlia didn't read it, so this is gonna be news to you. But Sep, crossplay.
Oh, you're talking about?
How you feel about it?
Oh man. So I think that crossplay has been a long time coming. It's going to be great. People need it. You know, it's a game, PvE, PvP, both. You know, it'll function really well. It's a game that was built on controllers, so we don't have to worry about controller players not being able to play. FOV changes with frame rate changes. They're not going to have to worry about that competitive aspect. You know, the whole frame with no FOV. So we are finally in the right state for there to be crossplay. Except what Xbox player is going to opt in to play cheaters? So, like, I think it would be amazing, but I don't think that people are going to want to do it unless it's just to play PvE with their friends.
Okay.
Because why would they?
Right. I mean, there was some promises into some DDoS protection. There was some promises into,
which is awesome.
Yeah.
Super.
But
super.
didn't they also talk about cheating protection? And yet here we are.
The
Yeah, I
DDoS
mean, they just
protection's
enabled-
a little different for sure.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's definitely needed. That's
Mhm.
a long time coming. That should have been happening.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Jake doesn't play on console anymore because he was held offline for so long. And same
But
reason
I wouldn't be
switched.
surprised if he doesn't play PC anymore now.
Interesting. Oh, with the next gen?
If DDoS protection, new FOV, new frame rate, like what reason does a player like Jake have to play PC, where we are the lower player base and have a cheating problem? That's the problem right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is now that they have made these changes to console, obviously they have a couple frame dips and things they can work on that, change, you know, quality values. But if you can get guaranteed 105 FOV, 120 FPS when they do, you know, find their fixes,
Mm-hmm.
no DDoSing, no cheating. If you're a controller player, why would you play PC?
Right. How do you think that's going to hold up against the 240 FPSs? Obviously, with next gen.
So yeah, you got to think. Well, okay. So two things. The amount of people that can pull 240 frames, nonetheless, will own a 240 hertz monitor. Those are probably the type of people that would win anyways, so I wouldn't really worry about that as an advantage. Those are people that really, really do care about playing PvP. It's a very slight advantage, but it does exist. So it matters at a tournament or a high level to tournament level. So I wouldn't consider that too much. It's not as dramatic as like it was with the 30 to whatever we have.
Yep.
The other issue is, I don't know about you, but 150's about all I get now at max. I used to be in the 200s like no problem, but our game's not optimized right now for some reason. I mean, if console can pull 120, like we're right there.
Excuse me
for some reason.
While I mute my mic with my 3080 and my 240 hertz monitor.
Yeah, my buddy has a 3090 and a 5950X. He's got a NASA PC and he's running this game at 160 hertz, and it's like,
Yep.
Dude, like,
yeah, I turn my
what
graphics down a
the
little
fuck?
bit, and I average around 160 to 180 is about where I sit.
Yeah,
It's pretty wild.
it's insane.
It is, and I think that's part of the new engine. You know, they have some fine tuning to do with the engine.
Yeah, did it help in any way? Did they say that it helped? Because like we're seeing
also assume that two
more
extra
frame
lives in
rate
comp would
problems, more bugs. We're seeing a lot more bugs, like more out of the map problems. Like
Oh my god,
They-
like every map.
they haven't talked too much about how the engine benefited them. Like, has it made fixing things easier?
I mean, they did push a patch for for the stasis and stuff within the first week.
But you know
Yes.
what? You know what I feel about that? I feel like they had to do something or they were going to lose a
I feel like
decent
that was
amount
more
of their
over
player base.
time than anything.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
Because if that was true, then Trials would be back soon.
Yeah.
Right.
If it was, I think it's just a prioritization kind of situation.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'm interested to see. I mean, I haven't seen any zooming warlords since Beyond
Cheating
Light.
is definitely down. Very, very, very far down, but it exists.
Yep. Well, on the low end of yesterday's update, for those of you that missed it, SMS protocols were just put in place as well as of yesterday morning's update. So as people get banned, now they're going to have to register a phone number, which is pretty cool. That I think, obviously there's still workarounds, but I think that'll help in the cheating aspect as well. Plus, I mean, if people want to spend their $120 to cheat for a game, whatever. Like,
yeah, no, exactly. It's not nearly as accessible as it used to be. Now that
Thinking about paying
perfect
all
things
that
down.
money just to tell everybody else that you suck at a game and you literally cannot get better. Fucking imagine.
yep.
But they're finally improving.
Yeah, but they're getting, that post was my favorite I've ever seen. I was getting better with cheats.
Yes.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that adds up perfectly.
I cheated on my math test and I got better.
Weird.
Yeah,
It
I
drags me to
understand
your
that.
face, and now I'm hitting all my shots. I'm getting better, guys. That's awesome. So do you think that there's actually going to be some more low-end cheating updates that we're not going to see? I mean, they can't obviously announce, hey, we're implementing a cheat this day.
Yeah, no, they're fighting it for sure. It's people say like, oh, they don't care, but it's right. If you consider the cheating problem that we have right now at this moment, not like a month ago, we're damn near on par with every other game as far as issues go. So like Apex, Call of Duty, they still have cheating problems, but you're not matching them all the time. What we had was miserable. So it's just good to see that we're finally moving forward. You know, cheating will always be an ongoing battle. It's just reducing it as much as possible and making it to the point where it's just not worth it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly. I 100% feel that. I'm curious to see where it goes. I am excited about the changes. I am excited. I have been up on Bungie since day one. So since day one, original Halo day one. So I'm just like, I have huge faith in them. Every time I match a cheater, I'm like, it's better than my network getting hit offline. So here we are.
Yes, exactly. I was so glad to finally get off of Xbox.
I mean, I had kids at home that were doing homeschool and studying on Zoom meetings. And if my network gets knocked off for the day, they can't do their school. Like, and Jake felt the same way. Like a lot of the other guys that switched to PC full time were like, I just can't risk it with my kids, you know, or my job or anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
So, shotgun question. Like, and you want to say it how you said it last time, because it was very well written. I don't want to butcher it. He had a question about quick draw shotguns, but he worded it really well. So we'll give him a second to type that. When does Scrim start? In about 10-15 minutes or so?
I am going to have to restart my PC before we start, just because I have no idea what's going on with it. Wallpaper Engine is running 100% CPU usage right now. So yay!
Oh, let's go. So what are you designing right now? Are you designing like
her 8K wallpaper?
You're making Mona Lisa as a wallpaper?
I think it's my PC is messing up because I took my last final for my degree today, and I had to unplug 2 monitors because they're like, you can only have one plugged in because we think you're cheating. So I had to like unplug them, and now it's just like not fucking happy.
My question is, how did they know that you were running dual monitors?
Triple monitors, and they have they basically like watch your screens.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so they know if you like look away to look at anything else or whatever.
They're staring.
They're watching your
like
cams.
Seriously, you have to take like a picture, like a selfie picture of yourself, and then you have to show them like your driver's license. and you have to show them your entire room so that they can see there's like nothing in front of you. But I also took my final in 2 minutes and 16 seconds and got 100%. So
Let's
yeah.
go. That sounds like a win. That
Yeah,
was funny.
graduated. Done.
Congratulations, by the way.
But for homework.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Can we get a congrats for Dahlia for graduating? That's
Hell yeah,
fucking
brother.
huge. What was your major?
Just an associate nurse degree.
Okay.
Just a 2-year degree.
Hey,
Because I have no idea what I'm gonna do when I grow up. You know.
There you go. That's still massive. I mean, I'm an old man.
I feel like I don't know. Some people go like straight 18. They're like, "This is what I'm doing. This is my life plan." I'm like, "All right,
I would like
but
to do this for the next 70 years.
Yeah.
yeah." I'm like, I can't even decide what I want for breakfast. The fuck's wrong with y'all?
So I had my first child at 18, so I had to learn real quick what to.
I am a child.
What to do? Oh, I am too. Don't get me wrong. I'm still a child. I have 3 kids, and I'm still a child. My wife looks at me constantly, and she's like, "How did you survive this long?"
Lots of YouTube tutorials.
Right.
Go Goog, and yeah.
Yeah, no,
The secret is just keep panicking.
Yep, exactly. I panic and I smile and panic.
Life
and
is full of panics.
Yeah. you look like you're having a really good day. Oh, my heart rate's 110.
Yep, I'm
My
flying
Apple
right
Watch told me to fucking walk, dude. My Apple Watch is yelling
I
at
think I'm dying, but I can't afford to. So.
now. My Apple Watch says, "Are you doing a workout?"
Yeah, are you alright? Are you dead?
Oh, that's the best. It gives you the workout timer, and you're like, I'm just sitting here. Oh no.
I
You
didn't
doing a workout? I should probably lay off
like
the
get up
topic.
and stretch. All right, I'm driving. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Right, here I am. All right, so like and posted it. Also, there is a ton of congrats for you in chat,
Thanks, guys.
and a couple what the fucks for the fact that I have kids. Surprise! Here I am, almost
What the
30.
fuck?
Congratulations.
It's like one kid for each 10 years.
Yeah, we did every 4, but yeah.
jeez.
So Lycan says, what do you think of removing quick draw from pellet-based shotguns and replacing it with snapshot, where applicable, to reduce forgiveness for out-of-position errors?
Snapshot's pretty much useless on anything unless they for some reason made what's it called, shot package, like a very common perk. Do they just mean like instead of quick draw, like they take it out of the game entirely and they just automatically put snapshot on?
Or just
does it
don't let it drop as a random roll for slugs.
Yeah, so I would actually be down for it, for the sole fact that you can still get a really, really high. You don't need quick draw. You can get 100 dexterity without quick draw due to the perks in the game. So
Yep.
like I don't think I get why you would say that, but quick draw is not the issue. Just because you can manipulate your way around it anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
mean, it makes sense. It does.
So
I
if you remove quick draw, people will just spec into dexterity more.
If you spec into dexterity, you're
Shotguns are a
losing-
problem, but it's not the dexterity of them. That would be like one. It would make it less easy. Like someone like me would be able to mimic quick draw, but maybe not necessarily everybody.
Do the quick draw glitch?
Yeah,
My
the
child was trying to teach
glitch
me
with
that.
quick charge, with shotgun dexterity, have a
Mm-hmm.
quick draw hand cannon, like you'll be fine.
Yep.
We
I
all
mean-
use Dust Rock on console. So.
Right. Dust Rock was in a league of all its own before. It was the OG Fell Winters.
Yep.
Oh man, I remember that. Dahlia, how do you feel about it? Do you think you'd be SOL
Well,
if
no. What I used to run on, because I use Fell Winters, of course. Don't fucking laugh. Whatever. But yeah, I used to use Warple because I was the motherfucker. If you popped a super, I'm pushing you. I'm coming after your ass. Like that's me. Quick draw to me wasn't really something that I needed on a shotgun. Because
Mhm.
like for me, I'm not the type to pull out my shotgun like last minute to try and get a kill. I usually try and plan ahead to what I'm gonna be using.
So what you're saying is you run around with a shotgun out. Got it.
Not all the time.
She's an actual gremlin, yeah.
You don't need
I'm a
you don't need
WP
quick draw.
warrior.
You don't need quick draw if your shotgun's always equipped.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. No. I feel like Vorpal is depending on the game mode that you're running, I feel like Vorpal can definitely be the better perk for you to use.
Absolutely.
Because
I
everybody
definitely
needs a shutdown.
I mean, I have a 7th Seraph with quick draw Vorpal, and that thing is just stupid.
Oh jeez.
Oh yeah, 7th.
That's a twofer.
It's so good. It's so good.
I honestly think the meta would be so good right now if Felwinters didn't exist, because everyone would be either using Astral and a bad hand cannon or a good hand cannon and 7th Seraph.
Mm-hmm. Or that new shotgun. What is that one from?
Xenoclast. Yeah.
Thank you. The Xenoclast, and there's also one from the raid.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't think
Heritage.
of
Yeah, it's a slug. It's definitely a good slug, but it's a slug.
Yep. I mean, Ganora's was the OG for me on console anyway. That was my go-to.
But we have Felwinters, so we're in the spare benders meta essentially.
Exactly.
Like, oh, you're not using it? Well, guess you lose.
Well, fun thing before we leave, we were talking. Chat and I were talking last week about, or we were talking in my Discord about the depth changes. They said adept weapons, but they didn't specify which will be adept. What if they brought back the Mindbender's Strike, but you can get an adept Mindbenders?
I'm never touching that strike again. No. No, I'll find something else.
You don't want to go farm it 150
I'll
times?
be a grenade launcher main. It was way more than that. Oh man,
I can't
Jesus.
farm.
I spent entire
cannot sit there and
weekends
farm
playing
stuff.
it for like 20 hours and then not getting the role I wanted, waiting for the next one. Like, oh,
I
jeez.
can't. I cannot. Nope. Not for
Yeah.
me.
The best roll that I ever got for it was like slide shot and snap, I think.
Mine
Something like
was
that?
a quick draw threat detector.
Okay.
So
Okay.
extra dexterity.
Mhm.
Just got it out of my pocket more. That's about it.
Nice. Yeah, that was rough. I farmed that.
Some
thing
people
so
seem
many
to
times.
think that quick draw means 100 dexterity.
It's
I
faster,
think
but it's not.
I think it's like 50.
Yep. But even a 50 boost, if you're already at 50 dexterity, is puts you up there pretty quick. Chat, do we have adept long goodbye? That would be a fun one.
Oh, that would be good.
That would be a ton of fun. I'm curious to see how they go with it. Chat, do we have any more questions? We will give it just a bit longer, and then we will jump into the practical portion. Everybody's favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. What other weapons do you guys want to see? What other weapon types do you want to see? I mean, we're kind of limited on weapons right now.
We're really low on the 120s, and people are having a lot of fun with those. I think that would be better if we had like at least an energy 120. We're missing out on that.
Okay.
Rapid fire pulses are really cool right now. Rapid fire scouts are really cool. These are things that people want to use, but there's not like a lot of options for them. And on top of that, there's a big like oppression problem with the slow firing. Like 120s are really good. The low fire, like high impact pulse rifles are really good. Jade Rabbit's really good. Like we're in a really low fire rate meta, so I think that's a big problem. I'd like to see a little more diversity for sure, because people are standing really far away from each other right now.
Yeah.
They're
no
S
kidding.
key warriors instead of W key warriors with the pulse
Facts,
rifles in the back of the map.
I mean,
Cannot
that's the meta.
stand it.
No time.
It's just
to
not even like
explain,
that's not
go
even a
put
fun game to play. Like I don't understand how's that fun?
Because people
But
are going for that W, that's
I
why.
want to see, like, no matter how much I fucking hate stasis, I would love to see stasis based weapons, like
I think
something
one's
along that
coming
route.
out.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I
think
just
the fusion
right now we have
rifle
what
stasis.
one? We have just the grenade launcher
If
right
that
now.
fusion
does it?
rifle slows people, I'm gonna have a fit.
That
Okay, maybe
grenade
not a fusion
launcher
rifle.
isn't even a weapon. I don't know if you've tried to use it in a PvP sense.
It's
There's
not good.
No,
literally
no.
nothing you can
PvP,
do.
it's not even. I wouldn't even think to use that, but
I tried it
I don't
as a
know,
meme
something
and I
like
ended up
a-
launching myself.
a hand cannon or a something that does
Mhm.
something cool. That'd be fucking dope. It'd be
Yep.
different. Be something that we haven't really seen much.
Yeah.
All right, so Nova's got a question. He says, favorite raid of all time.
I think it still belongs to Last Wish. Last Wish is just too incredible.
Yeah, that was a good one. I don't really.
From the day one experience to the raid, doing the raid legit, like the Riven fight is one of the best designed fights. It's just so interactive. There's so much going on. It's really enjoyable. To find out that there was like cheeses that they weren't gonna fix was pretty disappointing.
Did you do it legit or did you do it straight?
I did my Petras legit. I've almost always done Riven legit, unless it was just like to get a quick clear.
Okay, I dig that. Lycan says, what do you think of making flinch damage based rather than the current fire rate based? As in, like, you get hit with something like a 120, your reticle shoots to the moon, versus if you get hit with a 600, it doesn't bounce as much.
Yeah, I think that would be great. I think flinch is definitely something that needs to be reworked.
There's
a lot of issues with it. Like me shooting a guy in the head and then him getting a headshot off of it. It's really fun.
Yeah, super fun.
Totally makes sense.
Dahlia, how do you feel about it? What do you think?
No, I agree with Sep on that one for sure. I just feel like flinch is just such a weird thing in the game right now. Like, it doesn't quite make sense the way they have it set up. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff in this game that could be worked on. So if they work on everything else first and then go on flinch, I'd be perfectly okay dealing with it for a little bit longer. But no, I definitely I think it should be damage based.
I 100% agree. I think that.
Then I also feel like that there's a lot of room for them to fuck it up. Like, there's a lot of room for them to definitely have the right intentions and then just fuck it up.
Just like, instead of changing the flinches to no flinch whatsoever, nothing.
Yeah, because that's exactly what we want.
Yeah.
I just feel like sometimes the decisions that they make, they don't consult anybody that actually plays the game. I feel like they're just like, this sounds good.
Right. I agree. So my last question for you guys, and then we'll take it from here, is how long ago did you guys start streaming, and what got you into it?
So go ahead.
I started streaming April 10th, and the reason that I got into it is I was playing with Lemur when he was first starting to grow. He was a part of Talent Show, and there was a problem with people calling us cheaters. So I decided to start streaming to prove validity, and man, the community is just something to fall in love with. The building aspect of it, the friendships that you make, the getting to play with people like every night, just meeting different people. It was addicting. So I decided to stick with it, and that's what's got me here today.
Did you say you started in April?
April 10th.
Holy shit. Okay, I see you. Dahlia, what you got? When'd you start? What got you into it?
I started streaming like through the Twitch app on Xbox. And I want to say probably it was last year that I started. I want to say it was like July of last year, but then I took like a 6-month break because I just had so much stuff going on. So I really started taking it more seriously whenever I moved down back to Florida into the house that I'm in now. So I would say like January, February is when I really started to take it serious. But I mean, I was gaming one day. My friend's like, "Why don't you stream?" I said, "What the fuck is that?" And they're like, "Just stream one." I'm like, "I don't know what that is." They're like, "Just do it." I'm like,
just
okay.
Do it. Click the button.
Yeah, so I did it. I got affiliate in less than a week, and it just I was like, "Holy shit! Okay, these people are fucking awesome." And like, I'm basically here for the friends that I've made and the community that I've built. Like, it's just the people in this community go two ways. Either they're like the coolest people you ever met, or like you just want to like question their mom on why they're here in life. You know, two different ways it can go. But it's just like it's so much different than I thought. I've made such good friends playing the game that I play. I don't know. I loved it. I would never change anything.
Yeah, as I believe I said, the Destiny community is full of the absolute best, most amazing people that you will ever meet in life, and some of y'all are actual fucking freaks.
Yeah.
There's literally there's no definitive midline. It's either like,
oh, you're normal and play Destiny? No.
Weird. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, no. Where's the trigger point on that? All right. Yeah, Shalem says he remembers watching you back when you were on console. Seeing you move here and gain traction was dope.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I still get a lot of people that come in my chat, and there's like, because I used to main on console, I mained Lay Monarch and a shotgun, and it was my favorite thing ever because I would just troll in games like all the time, like murking people with this fucking bow. It was so much fun. And then like just to see the improvement that I noticed it, and it's just crazy to me. I mean, it's absolutely insane.
Watching my VOD on the side. Do I really jump that much?
Yes. You have like a connection on your head.
Yes.
I keep complaining about my space bar, and I think I know why.
I think I understand. I have like a dark spot on my space bar where I keep my thumb.
I was gonna say, I definitely see a lot of hops inside of like doorways.
Oh yeah, I know all my little sweet spots.
Yeah, we're watching Anomaly right now, and you're like, double jump, head bounce.
Yep.
Frozen.
I remember getting bodied. Yeah. All right, let's last thing we do before we dive in is share your socials in stream and chat. It is your responsibility to go follow these two guests. Go show some love to them.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Here, I got one.
Panic.
Twitter. All right.
Get them all in there. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, OnlyFans, Patreon, like whatever you got.
Never gonna happen. Okay, so there's Twitter, Instagram. What do I have? My Twitch.
All right, that's all I got. It's just my Twitch and my Twitter. I am ever so close to 1,000 followers. That's my goal for the end of
I threatened everybody to steal their snacks.
end of the year. Yeah, Dahlia's stealing snacks if
If you don't follow him, I will steal your fucking snacks. And I won't eat them. I'll eat most of them, and then there's gonna be a little bit left. I'm just gonna fucking throw it away and make you watch.
You hear that, chat? You need to go follow Sep's Twitter right now.
Yeah, you don't even have to follow me. Follow him.
Like, click that link, go follow him. Let's show him the love of the Scrim School, and make sure to follow all their channels. They are way better than I am. Just saying.
Cap.
Yeah,
We're just homies that like to play video games with friends.
About to unfollow Sep Page Lump.
Do it.
If you unfollowed or refollowed, then we forgive.
Yes.
You will be forgiven. All right, let's go to the Be Right Back screen. Nova, if you are watching, check this out real quick, because I got your crispy little transition set up right now.
Can I go ahead and restart my PC real quick?
Yes, you can.
Okay, all right, I'll be right back. I'm sorry, I suck.
All right, let's go.